If you have ability to know something, does that mean you are actually knowing something? Think about a student who never studied philosophy, but she has ability to learn philosophy, but that doesn't mean she already know the Aristotle. So there is difference between being capable of knowing and actual knowing. Aristotle explored this difference in De Anima. He described two kind of intellect. First is intellect that become of all things, and simple word, the capable of receiving different object of thoughts. Before you learn something, you have potential to understand it. Aristotle compared this kind of intellect of something this is capable of receiving different forms. The second kind of intellect is one that produce all things. This is what Aristotle calls the active intellect. And here he gives us one of his most famous comparison. He compared active intellect to light. Think about color. Color may present, but light make the actual visible. In a similar way, Aristotle say, जो active intellect है, make what is potential intelligible become intelligible in actuality. So we can think that distinction like this कि passive intellect has the potential to know और जो active intellect है make that potential knowledge actual. Aristotle then gives active intellect a very special status. He described it as separate, unaffected and unmixed and says that actual in its essence. He also says that the passive intellect is perishable and while the active intellect is described as deathless and everlasting. So Aristotle's distinction is not simply between two brains or two separate physical parts. He is trying to explain something deeper. That is, how can human intellect move from merely having the potential to know something to actually knowing it? And his answer involved two different functions of intellect. One receive become potentiality of all things and other make them actual the light. So the real question Aristotle trying to answer is not simply what is intelligence, but how does potential knowledge become actual knowledge. So that's it for this video, and see you in the next video for the next part, and और एक दो part अभी आएगा, so wait for it. Bye bye.